Greetings. Excuse me. Greetings. Good morning. Happy Monday. Here we are at the start of a new week, and we're also starting the first Mercury retrograde of 2020. Now, I don't know about you, but I hear a lot of people talking about Mercury retrograde and kind of shaking their fists and saying this is that they dread them. But personally, I actually really enjoy a Mercury retrograde, and I really encourage you to start maybe changing your mindset a wee bit about it. Because you see, Mercury is all about communication. And so always remember that our retrograde is the appearance of going backwards. So, really, what's happening is from our perspective, communication is slowing down a little bit. And so, as we step into this week, I really encourage you to just stay conscious and aware of what kind of communications do you have going on within you. How are you communicating about yourself outwardly? What kind of communications are you um, receiving? So all this to say that as we step into this new week, and if you're here, say hi. um, or just if you have any questions, I can explain that idea of the appearance of going backward in a much more depth if you're interested in that. So just make any comments or ask questions. I'm happy to pass on more information about that. But all that to say, we are going to focus on what can we let go of as we start doing into this phase of watching our communication, watching our intentions, checking back in. Is 2020 unfolding the way you intended it to? And this is a beautiful time to sit and look at, what did you intend 2020 to be all about? Did you choose a one-word theme for this year? Are you aligning with it? So during Mercury retrograde, it's a really nice time to just feel into and check in with that communication. Communicate, like I said, communication about yourself, inner and outer communication is called up for having a look at. Maybe something comes up from the past that you thought you dealt with. This is a time to revisit it, to kind of do a do-over. And so let's see, just land in this moment. Take a nice deep breath. I hope you're starting this week with good energy, feeling good, feeling excited about what you're going to create, who are you going to be this week. Just take a nice deep breath with me. Just land into this moment. Put all that fear of Mercury retrograde, what it is, what it isn't, and just let's together look at what can we let go of in order to more fully align with our intentions, with our purpose, with our sense of light, carrying the light. Let's have a look at what can we let go of in order to be more fully all that we can be, all that we intend to at a soul level. And taking a nice deep breath with me, let's see what comes up for us. And what's coming up is shame. So this is an interesting one, and actually kind of is in keeping with that idea of Mercury retrograde. Things might come up for you, memories or conversations or situations or even people coming into your life. And it's really important not to get too stuck into a story or feeling like, oh, I should have done something bigger, better, different, right? So because that's kind of how shame shows up for us, is criticizing ourselves, wishing we'd done something different, and we have a dark secret or something. So see how that lands for you. Do you have a pattern or something comes up for you that you feel ashamed of? And if so, it's time to let it go. So that's kind of how that one's landing for me. But just see, is there something that happens for you that you feel ashamed of? So let me read this out of the book here to see if this helps you go a wee bit deeper about it. When we become ashamed of our truths, we end up cutting off, discrediting, and devaluing a very important chunk of who we are and how we show up in the world. A large part of self-love work is about uncovering that hidden part of yourself and giving it light, space, room to breathe, and capacity to exist. When we deny any part of ourselves, we are not allowing ourselves to be truly who we are. What we can do today, right here and now, is to begin to release the habit of self-repression that we may have inherited from the past. Start to shine your light and love on your truth, whether that's turning your attention to your true passions that may have been ignored, or taking baby steps to speak up about what doesn't work for you. And visualize a benevolent, kind being. This could be a trusted friend or a person that you know, or your preferred idea of the universe, higher power, God, source, whatever that is for you. And saying this to you: I love that you love, and then fill in the blanks. I love that you love writing in your journal. I love that you love finding your voice. And allow yourself to list out all of the things that you love. So I hope that makes sense. So this is a big one. This is a big one to really get clear on: where does shame come up? Where do you repress or hide or bury things that are really needing to come and be shared, given your gift to this world? So I'm shuffling my tarot cards, and we will draw one tarot card to get some support on that idea of the Mercury retrograde, the letting go of shame. Let's see what tarot card comes up for us. And this is great. The card that's come up is I dropped it. The Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups very much is about trusting and being into your own heart energy, about really coming back and reflecting on: how is this making me feel about me? Am I being authentic, aligning with my soul's voice? So that's kind of what the Queen of Cups is looking at. It's an introspective type of energy, but it's also releasing anything that's blocking the full expression of who you truly are. So really watch that. And I really like the energy of that for the Mercury retrograde aspect that I said. Take things a little bit slower, just to reflect. Allow yourself to land into: how am I feeling about myself in this moment, in this situation, in this possibility, in this potential? So now I'm actually shuffling Doreen Virtue's angel cards to see. We're going to get some support on that too. And like I said, this is a big one, because it's going to allow us to dredge up things that are maybe blocking the full expression of who you are, and tapping into the energy of the Mercury retrograde. So here's the first card: is harmony. So you know how I said, how does this make me feel about me? You want to be finding harmony and equilibrium, balance, and tapping into your power, your inner power. And by doing this, look at what happens. You get all these ideas and inspirations, which is beautiful, because that's what I'm saying to you about Mercury. The planet Mercury is affecting our communications. And so how can you speak from your power? So you get into harmony, and you access your power, and you get all these wonderful ideas and inspirations. But you see, that's why it's really awesome to be thinking like this during Mercury retrograde, because we're going to go out with our communications with a little bit more of a slower pace, so we can get the insights and the inspiration landing as they're meant to. I hope this all makes sense. Let me know. You can private message me or put in the comments below if you need more information, or if I can be of more help on this idea of letting go of shame. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a wonderful week. Much love to you.